So, I don't think we were ever going to be in this position, but it's Benin that hold all the cards, like the squirrels, holding their little chestnuts when they dig them out of the ground or they hide them. Benin hold the cards in Group C after 9 out of 10 games have been played. They've won their last 3. They've picked up 9 points out of a possible 9 since the summer. They're on 17 points. They've got a +5 goal difference. South Africa in second, 15 points on a +3 goal difference. And remember, South Africa on the pitch had a +8 goal difference that became a +3 from winning 3-0, winning 2-0 to getting a 3-0 loss. Crazy, by the way. Nigeria, third, live to fight another day. That's why those Eagles are known as Super Eagles, because they really are soaring at the moment. +3 goal difference, 14 points. Rwanda, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, out. Thanks for playing. Not good enough. 3 points separate the top 3, and I think even the die-hard Nigerian fan would not have expected to have been 3 points off the top with 1 game to go, but here they are. Nigeria have only lost 1 game out of 9 in this group, and Benin are top. They've got 2 losses. South Africa also got 2 losses, but of course one of those was, should we say, an administrative defeat after the loss was given for fielding to Mokoena against Lesotho. The fixtures are simple. Lesotho plays Zimbabwe in South Africa. That game does not mean anything. They're both eliminated. South Africa host Rwanda and Nigeria host Benin. Benin managed by Gernot Rohr, the man that took Algeria to the semis of the AFCON in 2019. Mentioned that purely because Algeria won that. Of course I did. And South Africa with Hugo Bruce against Rwanda with Adel Amrouche, the Algerian coach there. But Rwanda are now eliminated. That might have worked in South Africa's favour, because if Rwanda had a chance to get in the World Cup, they would have played their hearts out in South Africa. They're out. So South Africa are now playing at home against a team that are eliminated. Now, I know that was basically what happened in the last game. They played Zimbabwe in an away game at home, who were last and had nothing to play for, and even had 10 men when Knowledge Masona went off, and they couldn't break them down. They hit the post twice with Nkota and Lyle Foster, 1 in each half. Nigeria found a way to break down Lesotho, also in South Africa. Perhaps a bit of a controversial pen, but truce to Kong, he missed it, I've got to say. And Adams got his first goal for the Super Eagles, so that's where we are right now. CAF have also changed the rules for the second place teams, which benefits Nigeria if they come second, because the results against 6th place are wiped. Nigeria only picked up 2 points against Zimbabwe, who were the 6th place team, and Zimbabwe will finish in 6th. That can't change even if they beat Lesotho. So Benin have it in their hands, but they've got by far the toughest game. They go to Uyo, they go to Nigeria. I cannot for the life of me seeing Benin winning in Nigeria. As much as Gernot Rohr probably wants to do that, and as much as Nigeria have not been amazing by their standards, I don't see a situation where Benin win in Nigeria. I think Nigeria beat Benin, and I'm very confident when I say that. So Benin on the 17 points. They're going to stay on the 17 points. Nigeria will jump to 17 points with that win. And then, of course, it comes down to goal difference. Now, Benin have +5 and Nigeria have +3. If Nigeria win by a goal, Benin go from +5 to +4. Nigeria go from +3 to +4. So a 1-goal Nigeria win puts them on the same points as each other. I know. South Africa will beat Rwanda at home. I'm fairly sure they won't let this slip. That's going to be a packed out stadium. I want to hear vuvuzelas the lot. They'll win. That would put them on 18. So in spite of having 3 points taken off, harshly but fairly probably, you'd have to admit, and even with Mbakazi obviously suspended after his head went against, it really was a head loss against Zimbabwe. The Algerian ref Gorbal sent him off. I predict South Africa to finish on 18, Nigeria and Benin both to get 17. That sends South Africa to the tournament on 18 points, which I can see happening. And I would go Nigeria to get second and Benin to get third. Benin will be out. Nigeria will come second. It's just going to depend on the other sort of results in the other groups in terms of who gets those lucrative 4 playoff spots as a runner-up. And I think Nigeria have got a head of a chance to get in there. They're going to beat Benin. It may even come down to a goal difference in the playoff ranking, not just in this group. So again, I said Nigeria had to fill their boots against Lesotho. That's why they had to. That goal Lesotho scored against Nigeria last time. That might cost them. That might be the goal that cost them. So we'll have to wait and see. I predict South Africa to go to the World Cup, and I predict Nigeria to get into the playoffs, and I predict Benin to miss out altogether. Seeing a lot of media, Benin are on the cusp of their first ever World Cup. No, they're not. They're going to lose, and South Africa are going to win, and Nigeria are going to win. So we're not going to see Benin at the tournament. I'm not having this tripe. So I predict South Africa first, Nigeria second, Benin third. And I've got to be honest, that's probably the fairest way. I think South Africa deserves to win the group, and I think Nigeria, I'd rather see them play the playoffs, quite honestly. I'd rather see the Super Eagles play in the World Cup. And there's so many Nigerian friends. They love their football. I don't think... Do you know what I mean? Do you want to watch Benin play Brazil? I don't. But you want to watch Nigeria or South Africa play Argentina? Absolutely. So that's how I see it in Group C. That's my predictions. Let me know yours down below. It's going to be one hell of a game. And these games are at the same time as Algeria's game. So I'm going to be having eyes everywhere on these fixtures, as you are too, I'm sure. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.